And so when we talk about Maundy Thursday, what readily comes to our mind is the day that Jesus demonstrated what humility is all about. And that very day, Jesus instituted a new method of leadership. And the new method of leadership is servant leadership. Servant leadership. In the political world, the leaders exercise authority over the subordinates. But here Jesus was teaching us by his own action that leadership is all about serving others. Leadership is all about rendering of services, and the services must be done in humility. The services must be done in humility. Now quickly, let's look at the implications of what Jesus did today, years ago. Let's look at the implication for us. Number one, it means hospitality and humility. It is a time that God expects us to be hospitable. It is a time that the Lord expects us to be humble. It is a time that He expects us to exercise such humility. Humility in service. There was a video that was displayed during December when Living Faith was having their annual program, which is Shiloh. And the video saw the governor of Delta State standing as an usher. Standing as an usher. That's humility in service. The church where we pastored before we came here, St. John's Church in Dumebo, we have a professor in engineering as an usher. A professor. When it comes to church, if that day is your first day, you will not know whether the person is a professor. You will be at the Western door to welcome you. There was a day that the ushers, the student ushers, they went for conference. And I was just wondering, who are the persons that ushering work? He came to church that day. He appointed people by himself. There are people that I'm not sure if I tell them they will agree, but I was surprised to see this person doing ushering work. One, because a professor approached them. Imagine a professor telling you, come and join me to do ushering work. You don't have any option. I did a youth program in the same church, and he told all the students under him that youth program you must go. He even told the class rep, take attendance in that youth program. We're talking about servant leadership, serving in humility. If they don't tell you that that man is a professor, you will not believe. And that's the person of Professor Lawrence, the former Archbishop, his son. So humble that you will not even know that he's a professor. That is what servant leadership is all about. Apostle Paul was asking, what is it that you have that you have not received? What is it that you think you have possessed that you have not received? That because of your status, because of your name, because of your position, you cannot stoop down so low to serve. Any man that is not ready to serve, that man is not ready to enter heaven. Any man that is not ready to humble himself, that man is not ready to enter heaven. Scripture says, humble yourself under the mighty hand of God, and he shall lift you up. So as Jesus humbled himself to wash the feet of his disciples, he expects us to do the same. May I round up for the sake of time by letting us know the washing of the feet of the disciples those days is the most dirtiest job that you can do. One, because around Jerusalem is a desert, sandy area. In every typical house of the Jews, before you enter the house, at the door of the house, there is always a bowl, and there is always a water for you to wash your feet before you enter. The reason is because the land is so dusty. And so before you enter, you must wash your feet before you enter. Now imagine Jesus Christ coming down to wash the feet of his own disciples, as dirty as their feet may be. No wonder when he got to Peter said, no, how will I allow you to wash my feet? But Jesus had to explain to him that if I don't wash my feet, your feet, then it means that you are not part of me. What Jesus was explaining, was teaching us, is complete humility. So if Jesus could stoop so low to wash that dirty part, you know the leg, you use it to carry dirt, you use it to walk anywhere. Imagine, for the children, maybe use it to even carry poo-poo. Jesus will wash it. What is the work that he's calling you to do that you cannot do? If you are still in this church and you are seated listening to me and you come to church every Sunday and go back without doing anything, you are not doing yourself very good. Because there is a place in the church that you can serve. If we don't have your place, come and tell me, we will create one because of you. What God expects us to do is to serve. And finally, for those of us who are holding positions, leadership is by example. Leadership is by example. He rounded up by saying, what you have seen me do the same to others. Leadership is by example. Let us be humble enough to serve in that place that the Lord has called us. Let us be humble enough to serve in the place that the Lord has called us. Let us not join those people that see themselves as boss in leadership position. We have been called to serve, and so we are servants of all. Let's bow our heads to pray. Ask that the Lord will help you to serve him in humility. Ask that the Lord will help you to serve him in humility.